after the Maokai standard pickup for Gimgoon.
Yeah, they gave a lot. They gave themselves a lot of time for that pick. They felt like that's just fair. Even though Maokai versus Shen, not so hot in his ears. Listen to it. I just love the fact that his name is West. That's all. That's all I was going for. But yeah, but yeah. Granted, your point is.
Flash engage onto Xiaoyu. He ghosts, but has got low mana. Here comes MLXG leaping forward, and Republic goes down. First blood, MLXG.
You didn't expect that. Xiaoyu came in there with Republic, and Republic was. You can't keep backing time and time again. You have to do something about it.
Level 6 and Flash Shockwave is going to be enough. Xiaohu kills Republic. In the mid lane, we're seeing a huge advantage and damage. Flash engage onto Ming. It's now or never as they try to force the fight. They managed to get one kill, but Savoki might be traded over as MLXG shows up. It is, in fact, a 1-for-1 engage and trade. Republic heads towards the top, trying to find Let Me.
That man's safe.
He's doing what he can to walk it off. Still has Flash, but whoa, they try to turn it around. Gimgoon gets forward. That man is not, in fact, safe.
Yeah,
Gimgoon gets a kill as Xiaohu tries to answer in the mid lane.
And Ming, we're backing away.
Yeah, suddenly Knife Cat actually lands the snare, and he did use his flash earlier. Gimgoon's almost in range, and using the block zone, but it's still not enough. Xiaoyu, again, able to make a gank happen.
That's good. That's really good. So it was able to give him that play, make it so Gimgoon, or at least Xiaohu.
Whoa!
Wait a minute.
The snare catches Savoki at maximum range, and MLXG does not hesitate to leap onto that vulnerable Malzahar.
Oh, there we go. Intimidating. The moment that happens, like, I guess we're not taking this dragon. Oh, here we go.
He's found Xiaohu, but a plant is going to do enough to stop him, and separated from his team, he's forced to retreat. There's a teleport, but he ends up going down on the far side. Gimgoon is able to get in as Game Talent's fighting on two fronts, trying to collapse onto RNG, but they flash the wall in unison. Gimgoon catches up and gets one, looks for two, makes it two, as he turns now onto Uzi, but does not have enough to get the kill onto Uzi. And now Savoki finds himself running away from the Shen with that Tiamat Nethergrasp very late. He's going to try to dodge out of this. Let Me trying to go for the three-man taunt, does not have enough. MLXG tries to get out of there. And somehow, it's only Republic and Savoki alive. And what an arrow.
That was sick. I didn't even see it.
Alrighty, here they go. Ming and Uzi making their way over there. That's the Stand United onto MLXG, but he actually just used his leap. Huge amount of damage. He's going to find Game Talents, and Uzi gets a big arrow picking off Republic. They were able to kill Ming on the far side with Gimgoon.
What is Game Talents doing?
Now he's doing what he can. That's MLXG trying to kite it out as Uzi is just doing work to Gimgoon, slowly getting through that massive Maokai health pool. That's going to be the cleanse. Use Shockwave was enough to kill him as Xiaoyu on cooldown. He's going to try to turn this fight back around, but Savoki too far forward will go down to Uzi, and RNG taking a huge fight here.
Nothing's gonna come of that one. I don't know what to tell you, West. What are you doing, West? All right, get out of there.
Yeah, just chucking the arrow.
Yeah, I mean, that was just really messy from Game Time.
Staying there as well.
No, Uzi
and that's exhaust immediately used. That's heal. Flash used as well. The arrow is not going to be enough. Redemption plus a quick shield and Shockwave, and RNG completely and cohesively as a unit escort the President to safety. Xiaoyu is going to try to burst someone down, but will not succeed as MLXG just leaps over the wall. Let Me in the front, now dealing with Gimgoon, and over the vision. Republic and Savoki have got enough. Meanwhile, Uzi trying to cut this fight out, but he's got so little health as Gimgoon continues to chase it forward onto Xiaohu. Flash forward. They spent so much saving Uzi that they didn't have enough to save themselves.
And RNG thought they could continue that fight because, you know what, they took Rengar down. Maybe if they play it slow, it works in their favor. But to be able to catch MLXG off that, MLXG thought he was safe. He was over that wall. He was like, you know, they don't have vision here. I haven't seen them place before. You know what? Just kidding. They were able to catch you out. And so now this could be a legitimate Baron here. For Game Talent, they're back in the game.
Yeah, they have got Baron for themselves for another 3.5 minutes. This is huge.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to use the Curtain Call to force down this Tier 1 turret with Republic harassing from the side. That bullet actually hit. Shockwave dodged away by a quick Valkyrie, and with MLXG dead, that's Redemption being used. Let Me still bottom. He's in the hit as Elder Dragon resets at about 7,000 health. Ming eats a big arrow, but forces the disengage. Gimgoon separated from his team, stalls it out by dashing in. MLXG goes low, but a shockwave finds two. Lemmy goes into the back to try to do what he can, but the GA is popped. Gimgoon is going to drop down in answer. Savoki's got to back away, but dies to Letme as he gets back up. Gimgoon heals right back up off of Xiaohu, turns it back around and catches Xiaohu. Xiaohu is dead. Uzi is now running the wrong way to get away from this, but he's the sole survivor. With death timers upwards of 50 seconds, Game Talents could take an inhib.
Yeah, they're hard pinging that top side of the map because it is going down. That tower has no HP left. They're able to find Uzi.
Oh, recalling on a ward makes an ace for Game.
Very well take game one.
MLXG has respawned just now. The inhib is dead, but it's up against four.
They're gonna go for it.
They are almost all caster minions, so MLXG is trying to clear them out nice and quick, but Game Talents block the hits. Ming is back up as well. Here's a fresh minion wave, and now Game Talents realize that maybe they're flying a bit too close to the sun. Certainly are, and that's actually Elder Dragon taken. Baron's up in 15 seconds. RNG are pinging towards it, but so too are turned onto the Baron. Here comes RNG as they're racing forward, but with the bonus damage being applied from that Elder, they're able to burn through the Baron. They're forcing it into a fight as well. MLXG leaps away, Let Me in the front, tries to buy some time. Shockwave pulls Gimgoon back. It's tank for tank, leaving it 4 versus 4.
But that doesn't mean...
And then flashes back in answer, but the inhibitor goes down. Flash from Let Me to try to get onto the back line, but Gimgoon has found MLXG. Let Me goes down, that's the GA pop. Xiaoyu flanking, finds all the squishies, does some damage, but he's snared down. Gimgoon follows up, and Game Talents are winning the fight right now. Xiaoyu is going to stall this out and somehow survive. Let Me is going to get 1 kill in answer onto Republic or Savoki. And that is the Nexus being turned upon. Game Talents are going to take game number 1 against RNG.
What are we watching, man? What is this game? Game Talents, what are you doing, man? You got a game. I thought you were a bad team. That
is going to be harassed a lot by Varus and Karma.
That's a lot of poke.
Yes.
That's a lot of damage. Braum can't really save that at all. The only thing he can do themselves in cross-group play, and if RNG's losing games, they could actually just lose first place, and they would have no way to really stop it. No way to really go up against this thing. You know what?
Going very aggressive and getting punished for it.
They were coming in too close, but here comes Xiaoyu.
Yeah, that's going to be the flash. Bola goes completely wide, but Uzi with that aggressive flash has nowhere to go. Teleport being tossed out for Let Me. He does not, in fact, tries to turn it around. Savoki leaps forward, lands the slow. He's got some help from MLXG as well. As Xiaoyu tries to catch up, the auto does not refresh the winner's fight, but Republic is heading them off at the pass. Flashes to get to the other side of his team, but does not have enough. Gimgoon, meanwhile, will get the kill onto Let Me, and it ends up being a 2-for-1 for Game Talents.
I mean, Republic came in there.
Still no flashes from this bottom lane. West has got the captive audience. If he can find one, that's the deadly flourish, and Ming is the target. Ming, another kill, fed over to West. Who needs CS when you get kill gold?
Yeah, I mean, they were pushed up in that lane so far ahead. They would never have expected Savoki and Xiaoyu to be in their own flourish.
And the curtain call. I think he actually got it with the shot. The penetrating bullet was enough as MLXG eats a huge hit. Ming has got no flash, and Xiaoyu finds that. Chain of Corruption is going to find Savoki. The snare catches Xiaoyu. What a knockup, but it's not enough. That's going to be another snare follow-up, as there's no teleport from Gimgoon as it was canceled. Uzi is going to follow up with another kill of his own. Shockwave tosses Let Me out of the way as Republic flashes by Republic. Is spotted out in the river here. Xiaoyu's up there as well. That's the Realm Orb. He is able to get not very far away. Great read from Republic. And Xiaohu's got a bit of a smile on his face even as he goes down. West is collapsed upon by MLXG, Uzi, and Ming. They get 1, and they get 2.
Yeah, there goes the kills coming there. That was a hot answer. Xiaohu was definitely caught in rotation towards the...
Onto it, Lemmy's there. Chucks out a quick barrel. Leaps in, but that is going to be Infernal Drake tossed in. Xiaoyu eats the Chains of Corruption. That's a lot of crowd control layered on top of it. Finally, Xiaoyu goes down, but already they got the Drake. They got what they came for. Game Talents are backing away.
So Game Talents, at the very least, they're going to be thinking...
Or a Ghost.
This is going to be a bit
does have Flash. Gimgoon casually just walks up to the Rise, as you do. Republic follows up, gets an auto attack, and there's another one. Republic gets that kill, as Xiaohu's the one who overextends without vision.
And this is something that they're
really being equalized.
The Game Talent's really paying into this one furiously. One thing that you have to watch out if you're RNG. Oh, wait a minute!
Oh, the cask knocks Xiaoyu back. He does not have the ability to cleanse that snare and will thusly go down. With Uzi firing on LXG as Republic is escorted out, but Xiaohu's continuing to do damage here. The arrow finds Xiaoyu. Let Me flanking is going to do a lot. Chucks West into the turret before diving and following even further forward. Lots of flashes being blown as RNG chase this for an easy set of kills. Not quite the ace as Gimgoon joins a bit late. That's a very delayed equalizer, and he can't quite follow up onto anyone. LXG is trying to stand off the side. Gimgoon is doing work here. He's getting one. Uzi walks him to the turret and then has to heal, but finally slowed and harassed.
And honestly, it's in part due to the fact that there is no blue trinket from Rise, and there's no blue trinket for Gragas as well. Game Talents are going to go for it.
There they go.
The
hunt. LXD is the target. He leaves rather late. That's a redemption. It's not going to go off in time to heal him. West lands the bullet and picks it up. Yet another snare finds Xiaoyu. That he's regretting those patch changes as he goes down along with Gimgoon. Knock up on the Let Me denies the chase, but Xiaohu catches them at the pass and locks them down. West is the last to fall. A huge final shot from Uzi and Ming to get that kill.
And that's all she wrote, because RNG were able to take
it back away. Gimgoon separated from his team, has to Zanya's early, but he flashes to escape. That's going to be the Cataclysm to try to reset the fight. But Super minions with the Baron buff are starting to do some work as they press down mid.
Yeah, there's a lot of minions piling up. This might just be game. RNG could play this out patiently, but that hasn't been the RNG
Game
play
Talents
style.
have got their backs against the wall here. RNG are not giving them any moments of reprieve, continuing to fire shot after shot. Finally, all of the minions have been cleared as Ming eats a bit of damage. Xiaoyu pulls the trigger on the chase. Might be looking for someone to wall. That's curtain call being used as well. They've got the opportunity to flank if they decide to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to have to. This should be the last play for them.
Ooh, and MLXG is the one who face checks the brush and
so this fight has to start from Game Talent.
Ooh, that's a long-range equalizer. Oh, man, Ming is able to get out, but Uzi is not. He goes down along with Let Me, and Game Talents flank and take another 2 kills, but they've got to deal with their fate.
Mid lane.
Ooh, Realm Warp into the back. They're going to try to force the fight. Let Me is delivered in. What a separation. Republic goes down. Gimgoon tries to buy some time, but he's facing the wrong direction. Xiaoyu dives the back for Uzi, but it is not enough, and RNG cleanly, how do you politely say mop the floor with someone's face?
I'd mop the floor with someone's face, please. I suppose.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly. Our RNG do that. They demolished Game Talents in that fight, and they quite handily are taking us to a game number 3 in this series.
Let Me is fantastic on that Gragas player. Suddenly you have to really watch out for his Gragas. Time and time again, that wasn't the first time he was able to do something like that. Onto the mid lane, outer turret, and in the top lane as well. These are great lanes coming from Game Talents in just about every lane. The only real X factor is going to be an Uzi and Min that they have on their hands right now. But they're going to know the strength of that, which is in team fighting. Team fighting against a Rise and Maokai is always incredibly insufferable. Coming in with my damages.
Xiaoyu's spotted on the way in. He's got a full polo ready. Tries to break free as he chases forward, but the collapse from RNG is going to give first blood to Xiaoyu.
Yeah, that was really greedy because Republic wasn't going to help you out. Yeah,
Uzi knows he hit West.
They didn't spot him. They didn't see him.
Oh, Xiaoyu's right there. Chain of Corruption. Xiaoyu follows up, lands the snare with its second bola.
Wait a minute.
And they end up trading 1-for-1 as Uzi gets a full combo.
That's a lot of damage.
Flash plus the looking towards the mid lane, sees Xiaoyu, but still decides to force the fight. MLXG is there as well. He turns on Republic. They leap onto Xiaoyu and get the kill. It's traded 1-for-1 as Ming and Uzi collapse. Xiaoyu, procs the CC break just a bit too soon. Uzi follows up for yet another kill, but it is going to be 1-for-2. Welcome to Australia.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of earworms, RNG are burrowing deep into Game Talents territory. Gimgoon goes down as RNG find another kill. Along with Xiaoyu. Looks like they're trying to trade. They've managed to get to tier 1. Let Me is there, but MLXG is still halfway across the map. Baron's at less than half health. Let Me tries to force the fight, but Xiaoyu tries to heal up. Flash from Saboki to escape. They get the Baron, and Uzi's trying to fight Republic here, but he has no mana. Bet you wish you had blue buff, but he does not. Let Me follows up for the kill as True Shot Barrage is going to help zone even further. MLXG gets another consolation, but that is 3 members of Game Talents with Baron. By Let Me, he's trying to get into the back. He completes it and will follow up onto Xiaoyu, who is able to heal himself up with an amazing amount of health. But Uzi cleans up the kill onto Republic. Gimgoon in the front is going to eat a lot of damage here from both Ming and Uzi as he's just firing shot after shot. The back line was able to assassinate West. Ooh, they're moving as
Here we go.
Oh, Republic gets a huge stun onto 3 and is doing a healthy amount of damage. Ming is forced to flash away. The far back redemption, and Xiao, who saves him in time to keep Ming alive. The redemption goes off, and they get the 2. That Realm Warp. There we go. Now the tank finally shows up. Let Me makes his way up there. Baron is secured, and RNG back in the Realm Warp again. Xiao, who swaps it over onto the inhibitor turret, and again, Game Talents are left dumbfounded as the inhib is cracked.
What's sad is that you
so creative.
You just can't even prepare against that. Oh,
they're forcing the engage. Savoki is going to be the one who takes the initial brunt of the damage. Chain of Corruption temporarily halts RNG's assault, but Xiao, who's not going to let them off that easily, manages to thread the needle with the skill shot as pinned against the wall. Republic tries to snake his way out of there, but he just does not have enough. RNG are just doing so much. And with 3 members dead, Gimgoon, excellent taunt. Tragic, your team is dead.
Yep, not much you can do. Every single member is, I mean, I guess Republic is alive. He's able to see the corpses of his team right in front of him. These are fairly long death timers. RNG can actually just look to clean up the game here. Republic does not have his ulti, so I guess he's going down too.
Yeah, that is the ace picked up as MLXG gives us a few celebratory leaps. The Nexus turrets fall, and that is game number 3 going to RNG, best team in their group. Now able to successfully take a win over the worst team in the opposing group.
That was a win. That was, I mean, Game Talents at all times are trying to catch them sleeping. They did it once. They did it twice.